Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today what we'll be doing is talking about my food list, basically what I eat for breakfast and lunch, and then I can eat whatever I want after for dinner, because this will fulfill all my requirements, daily requirements, such as your macronutrients and your micronutrients. So, vitamins, minerals, and carbohydrates, proteins, and stuff like that. So my breakfast is going to contain all the way up until the sunflower seeds over here, or actually let's get into water too. And then my lunch would be these two over here, or these three. So let's discuss what we got. I also gave you the measurements that I use for this, so this is very important. All these measurements are very important because I have done calculations on the micronutrients and the macronutrients that I get that I will show later right here. Or let me just show you very quickly. You see all this percentages and all that stuff. This tells you how much you get per day and or what you're eating from. So first off, so right now I got apple cider vinegar. I put 1 tablespoon for that. A lot of people like fad diets and stuff like that, and even celebrities, they take like a shot of apple cider vinegar, and it helps you lose weight in the morning. Research are mixed against that. Some people say it works, some people say it doesn't. Apple cider vinegar does have the raw unpasteurized, meaning that there's good bacteria such as probiotics in this. When I first did a shot of apple cider vinegar, it really messed up my stomach. I couldn't eat for days. So I'm guessing that's how people actually lose weight, is because when you take this without diluting it, you must dilute this, by the way. When you take this without diluting it, you're gonna get messed up. So I strongly recommend you to dilute this if you're just gonna do apple cider vinegar straight up. Okay, and then next off, we got 110 grams of cucumber sliced. So it's basically, you take 1 medium cucumber, which is like, I don't know, like that long. And oh yeah, also I will do a video showcasing all of these and how I am doing or eating all of this at once. So stay tuned for that if you want to know more about this diet plan. Oh yeah, half a cucumber, that's basically about 110 grams of cucumber that I put into it. And then I get 120 grams of carrots, baby carrots, or you can do non-baby carrots, I don't know, regular carrots. I did baby carrots for the convenience because I don't have to slice it up, I don't have to wash it as much. And then the next one, I have 8 ounces of tomatoes. That's basically 1 medium tomatoes that I put in there. So yeah, that's just one. And then 2 tablespoons of ginger root. I just pretty much like maybe a thumb, in terms of measurement, a thumb of ginger that I put into my blender. So these are all going to be blended for my breakfast, okay? And it's going to be total around 400 something calories. So next stuff is half a grapefruit. You get those medium red grapefruits, get the red ones, and then you cut that in half and then save the other half for the next day and then use the half. So no, 1 medium apple. So that's just about like this big. 1 green apple. I do green apple because research, I just Google very quickly saying like what's the healthiest apple you can eat, and the top one, it was the green one. So I just got the green one. And then for the spinach, I grab like 2 handfuls of spinach. That's approximately 100 grams of spinach. If you are very like technical and really want to weigh it out, you get a food scale. I have a food scale. I weigh for other things, but for these, I roughly just grab and go, because my estimation for these things, because I've been doing this for a long time, so I'm able to estimate it out without having to scale. So, and then I have lemon. So I'm gonna do a half a lemon and then save the other half. So a half a medium lemon to go into the blender as well. So you're gonna have a lot of halves. You're gonna have half cucumber, half grapefruit, and half lemon. So those you can use for the next days. They don't expire that quickly, but if you don't use it the next day, then it's gonna, turn bad very quickly. And then I have 2 fish oils, not in the blender. I just take it up, just 2 fish oil pills. Then I have 2 tablespoons of sunflower seeds. That's the kernel stuff. I would just do 16 ounces of milk. I do low fat milk. I strongly do not recommend whole milk because that has a lot of saturated fat and cholesterol in it. So try to get low fat skim soy milk, something that doesn't have a lot of saturated fat. Read your nutrition labels, by the way. And then I do 2 scoops of protein powder. That is 60 grams of protein of the optimum nutrition. And then I do 2 hard-boiled eggs, 2 to 3 hard-boiled eggs that I usually use. I could even do scramble or sunny side up or whatever, however you like to cook your eggs. Just use little olive oil for that, and you could get 3 in very easily. So that will satisfy your protein requirements. So that would be my daily every single day I will be eating this particular layout, and then my one last meal for the day is just whatever I want. So whatever I feel like eating, I will eat it. Remember, always calorie control in order for you to lose weight, or if you have a particular goal in mind, you always calorie control. But if you want to get all your vitamins and minerals from natural sources without having to use vitamin pills or anything like that, this is probably my best way to go. I will be making a visual so that you can see it. This is just a list, so I'll make a video about how I'm doing it as I, you know, put all of these in the blender, and then I also probably do voiceover on that too. Okay, now let's get to the main course here. All right, so let's actually zoom in a little bit. There we go. Okay, so our total calorie intake would be 1,028 calories for that setup. So first, the food list that I showed you before, all the way here, all this will be 1,028 calories. So a typical human being, this is what the recommend daily calories, my weight and age and male would need to be in maintenance level. I would need 3,000 calories, which I don't eat. Actually, I eat somewhere between 2,000 to 2,500 calories, not 3,000. So this is a little bit overestimated. I wouldn't recommend this overestimation here, but this is basically this is all daily recommended for your weight and stuff. So if you have a hard time knowing what your recommended or your actual calories that you have consumed, just my tip for people is that when you eat normally, right, you would just start counting the calories of what you normally eat, and then you will know your roughly balanced level of calories that you consume. So let's say you ate an egg, let's say you eat eggs every day, or you eat rice or all that. You start counting the calories on that, and then you add up to whatever number, and that number is probably your maintenance level. If you go anywhere above that number or below, you will lose or gain weight, or gain or lose weight. So these fats are coming from my eggs and the seeds that I put in, so it's fine. If we got protein next, so 102 grams of protein. I like to recommend 1 gram per body or per pound of body weight, or 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So like for me, for example, I'm 157 pounds. I would be needing 157 grams of protein a day. So as you can see, the recommended is between 74 to 259. If you want to stay healthy, you can just eat 0.8, or you could just eat 100 grams of protein and you're fine. You don't, if you want to build muscle, you want to be at least your body weight in terms of grams of protein. And carbohydrates, yeah, we know that. See, I have total sugar, added sugar. So total sugar is probably from natural sources, from the fruits and from the fruits and vegetables, yeah. But I have no added sugar. I try to strive for no added sugar for any of your things that you consume, but like, you know, I enjoy, you know, some Coke here and there, so I will have some added sugar. Remember, this is only I still have 1 meal to go to, I can eat anything I want, so this is all gonna be increased if I were to eat an extra meal. But again, remember, I only consume 1,000 so far, so I can eat another 1,000 calories and I'll be fine, and that would be like entire Big Mac meal of McDonald's. So just for an example, and I'll still be able to satisfy all my nutrients. And so we got dietary fiber. We got 43% of it over here from all the vegetables that I consume. Dietary fiber, soluble fiber, grams of fat. There you go. You got 27.8 grams of fat. That's equal to 250 calories. So that's fine. Saturated fat, monofat. So yeah, all of this is fine. The cholesterol here. So why is this number so high? See, 300 is the limit, and I'm about 138% above it, or 38% above the limit. So the reason why this is so high is because I'm eating 3 eggs, and eggs have a lot of cholesterol in it. However, the cholesterol in eggs has been researched throughout many years already, that the cholesterol in eggs do not raise your cholesterol, your bad cholesterol level. It actually lowers your bad cholesterol level, because the cholesterol in eggs is HDL, You want to have a high HDL and a low LDL. LDL is where you have a lot of saturated fat in your diet right here. I barely have any saturated fat in my diet. But yeah, you have a lot of saturated fat in your diet, and that will be converted into bad cholesterol, and you don't want that. So this cholesterol is high because of the high HDL in the eggs that I'm consuming. And then for water, yeah, just drink when you're thirsty. Like mostly drink water. And now we get into our juicy stuff, our vitamins. So we got vitamin A from our carrots and other vegetables. We got 1,900, which 900 would be the daily recommendation. We got 212% of it, and then a lot of beta carotene, and then we got B1, B2, everything over here. Yeah, as you see all these percentages right here. I don't have to go through each one of them, right? So what we want to do is niacin is found mostly in energy drinks and stuff like that. So this is I can easily get this up to 100% if I just drank like a Red Bull or something like that. But this is fine right here for me because if I consume bread also have a high niacin amount, so it will increase this number. I'm not worried about this number. And then our B6, we already have 98%. B12, so a lot of these vitamins are water soluble, so you would just piss it out if you go over the limit, so it's not a big deal. That's strange. Vitamin K is not on here, but I'm getting a lot of it because it comes from your vegetables. So let's just move on. I don't know why they didn't count. That's one of the important vitamins for blood clotting, so you would want vitamin K on here. Anyways, yeah, as you can see, we already got all of these here, and folate is good, 400 right there. And then you get these little thing here. So yeah, calcium, we're good with calcium from our milk and protein powder. And we got iron because our meat and stuff like that, such as eggs, will help fulfill your iron. A lot of girls, they are lacking iron, so you might need to take iron pills if you're a female, because they lose a lot of blood when they are on menstrual cycle. Hey, also, if you want me to go over each of what these vitamins would help do for you, just I guess wait, because that's a good idea for another video. I'm gonna go over each vitamins, which one does what for you, and maybe you might be missing something and be like, oh yeah, I do feel like that, and I do have low of that, and then maybe you can fix your situation or your problems with just intaking more of the vitamins. Remember, when you are lacking a deficiency in vitamins and you start taking it, it's not going to be a 100% cure in one day. It's a long-term effect. So when you start taking your vitamins, you're gonna have to wait like maybe months before you start seeing an effect on your overall level of curing your symptoms. So it does take time when you're doing this stuff, so don't expect any miracles on the first day if you do it. I mean, if you feel a difference in the first day, great for you, because everybody's metabolism is a lot different than general. So if you feel different after taking the vitamin, like you feel better, you don't have headaches anymore and all that stuff, then great for you. Then continue consuming those vitamins. But other than that, we have minerals now. We got calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, all of these all satisfied very nicely. Sodium, see, sodium, even though your sodium intake you could do 2,300 milligrams, try not to go even above 1,500. I have 874 here, so that is a good amount, and I only need to eat one more meal before I could satisfy myself for the day. So usually the meal that I eat is probably like something fast, or sometimes if I want to eat something healthy, I will finish off that meal with a healthy thing, and then my sodium intake will be even lower than normal. All that stuff. Alcohol, I do not consume any alcohol at all. Caffeine, I don't rely on caffeine for energy. Do not exceed over 400 milligrams. You only need about, if you don't want to like be dependent on caffeine, you only need about 80 milligrams of caffeine, which is a cup of coffee, which is good enough for you to not be dependent on it, so you won't have withdrawal symptoms and stuff like that. So yeah, all right, that's it for this video. So you might wonder who this diet plan is for. Well, I think it can apply to almost everyone. So if you're trying to lose weight, you'll just eat this diet plan, but limit the calories you'll eat for your second meal or the third meal that you're gonna do. Or if you're trying to gain weight, you'll maybe add an extra meal on top of the meal that you're gonna do for the dinner, So in my opinion, you can't lose with this diet because you get all your vitamins and minerals and you get everything you need. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for this video. So if you enjoyed it, please like the video and share it to as many people as you want. And yeah, see you later. Bye.